I just had a rough time with an occupational hazard. By the way, thanks for the ride. My name's Marilyn Polonsky. Most of the artists I pose for are interested in their work. This one today was a real grope freak. I grabbed my clothes, I ran so fast I didn't get my $23. It's my modeling fee. $20 an hour with the clothes on. $23 for the real me. Almiri is bulging with artists.
I think you've been pulling on my boots with me still in them.
The Morning Stream. You are listening to Adele Dazeem.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to TMS. It's the morning stream for Wednesday, May 28th. Holy shit. Gosh, that was fast.
Another palindromic day. It's 52825.
Yeah, well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this string of them because you're not going to get them for the rest of your life.
Tomorrow's the last one.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's it.
Yeah, we'll celebrate it by mentioning it. We're not gonna party or anything. We're not gonna
Oh, I am. I don't know about you, but no. It's I always celebrate the last day of a run of palindromic days in a week.
Fantastic.
Always.
Let's do fireworks. That'd be fun.
Let's give Utahns one more reason to risk wildfires. It's great.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
Why not? One more won't hurt anybody, right?
Right.
Freaking
Why
hate
not?
it. Hate it. Anyway,
sure.
I hope you're all doing well. We had quite the Wednesday or the Tuesday yesterday. Should have been chill. Should have been like, hey, get up, do TMS. That went fine, no issues.
Yep.
Great show as usual.
A little bit of audio stuff we just had to figure out at the beginning, but
yeah, no big deal. Worked out fine.
Very well. Yeah,
and we're doing good now. And then I thought, well, the rest of the day is going to go just swimmingly like that. It'll be fine. No, it didn't. I'll get to that in a minute, but it got real weird. Before I tell you that story, we're going to play a call just to kind of loosen us up. This is about that.
Right, sounds good.
You know that McDonald's where they had the violence and they had to ban the teenagers?
Yeah, where they basically had to no teenagers allowed in without an adult or something. They had to stop at the front at the glass.
Yep. And what I love, one of the things I do love a lot about what you guys do when you call in is some of you live in areas or understand context about stories we talked about that we don't have access to this context.
Right.
And we got one of those, so here it is.
Hey, Switch and Bulletproof. On episode 2821, you guys were talking about the over 21-year-old McDonald's. The only reason it jumped to mind is because that's part of my area. That's where I drive Uber and Lyft late at night and things like that. One of the things that you don't really know, that it doesn't really make clear in the article that you were reading, was that particular area that McDonald's is located in, there's a juvenile detention facility not too far from it. And when you take into account all the rest of the stores in the area, you got Chinese restaurants and gas stations with bulletproof glass between you and the rest of them. It's not just high school students that are a problem. There's a lot of gang stuff and other kinds of things. So it's kind of a rough neighborhood. It doesn't surprise me that a McDonald's would have to take efforts, because otherwise they'd have to put the bulletproof glass in, and I don't know whether or not that would really help. Anyway, love the show.
There you go.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Totally on board with all that.
We all have our little areas. You've got what do you always call the Colfax area or Colfax?
It's Aurora. Yeah. Well, Aurora. Colfax itself is pretty whack.
Yeah. We've got basically North Salt Lake is a little bit rough. Ogden's a little rough. Like everywhere's got their place. And my guess is if those McDonald's probably have to be careful too. I don't know.
Probably, yeah.
I'm not looking at the chat because I don't want to hear Claire yell at us about equality. And,
that's right.
Somehow our
juvenile delinquents need McDonald's too.
I can only assume this is happening because I refuse to see.
I will tell you it's not, but it's just a matter of time. I know.
Excellent. As soon as the stream catches up, we're going to get an earful.
Not going to bite.
Nope.
Yep, exactly.
Not biting today. Not today. Anyway, thank you for that update. We also got this. This is amazing. So I get this text from Kevin, and he says, for the morning stream, I had to make a stop on a highway on-ramp and saw this sitting in the grass. Not sure what it was, but I'm sure it was a jug of pee. And he said, and so I wanted to play this.
This is about the jugs of pee?
Every time I get a notice about this, So on the side of the road.
That's clearly, absolutely 100%. That is a jug of pee. And based on how full it is, that's a few sessions. That's
that's not one. Yeah, not one off.
Yeah.
Unless that guy's got a massive bladder, which is possible, I suppose.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Sure.
But this looks like somebody used it a few times. Maybe he's one of these, mythical Uber drivers that works late, can't stop to pee anywhere. And and so he put. By the way, I will say this: I like that it's nicely set there. It isn't tossed.
Yes.
Laying on its side in the middle of a ditch or whatever. It's sort of just set there.
It's been exactly. Somebody could have just rolled down the window and hucked it out. I guess you run the risk of it not making it fully out the window, right? Like ricocheting off the frame of the door. And then you've got a big problem.
It's like making your kid, puke outside the window and not hope it doesn't blow back on you. But
right.
Anyway, we love it. We love it. And for those audio-only listeners, we just have a nice green pasture-like edge to the off-ramp, and there sits a jug, literally like a milk jug, empty milk jug, but full of, I don't know, about a quarter of the way or a third of pee in there.
Yes.
So that is 100% what that is. Thank you for that.
By the way, Kevin, be careful. I mean, stopping on a highway on-ramp, it seems like unless you've got a lot of room, a lot of space, it could be a dangerous thing. So be careful with stuff like that.
Yeah, no picture of a pee jug is worth getting hurt,
Yeah,
but
for sure. Yeah.
Thank you for that. And also to this guy,
this is about the jugs of pee.
Thank you for the new permanent
I'm hoping that we don't get so many messages about jugs of pee that has to like move up to a very frequent space on your soundboard.
You never know. Right now it's way low. It's like way down there, but it could creep up if people find enough of these. I don't know.
Jeez. Okay.
Anyway, pee in a jug. Do what you got to do. Let us know how it goes. Real quick here. So the story. This is so lame. What a stupid day. So I get done with TMS, as I mentioned. Everything was fine.
Yep.
Show's posted. We're good. And I had to hurry because... we went a tiny bit long Monday,
right?
And then B, I have to get prepped for Greg's show, which is like an hour after we ended,
right?
Which isn't
you got to get ready for word on the street.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's usually plenty of time. I got enough to do, but this was a big one because we had a ton of visual stuff. The art team was coming on, and they sent me like, I don't know, 2 gig worth of art, concept art and some video, 3D renders, all this kind of stuff.
Right.
Which was great because I was going to show all that. It was going to be really visual show, very cool stuff. So, but I'm like, I can do all this in the hour. They were finishing up on their end, which meant I was just getting those files, and we were going to coordinate it and be all set to do it. And when I was going to use the new sound thing and all this stuff. And then about 10 minutes before I go live, Carter comes down here and goes, "Dad, we have a problem." And I said, "Oh no, what's going on?" And I didn't know. I mean, she sounded a little panicked, but she's like, "I'm going to die. I can't go upstairs." And I said, "What happened?" She goes, "Boomer has thrown up everywhere." And by everywhere, she didn't really mean everywhere. But but once I saw it, I got what she meant because it wasn't that big of an exaggeration. Boomer, the dog that never throws up, never gets sick, eats anything and is fine. She's a mutt and has no issues, no sensitivities, no nothing. She's easy, the easiest dog. I know what happened now because I've done some sleuthing since. But what I did is I went upstairs and I look in there, and it isn't just, a dog will leave a little patty or something.
Right, exactly.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
But this was massive. Like, massive.
Was it, boy, without, oh my gosh, because I know we're going to get into detail, but I mean, was it one area that she did it, or did she like puke, then go to the other side of the room, puke some more, go to the other part of the room, puke some more, into the kitchen, puke, and then...
Good news is she didn't travel much, but in the place she was in, it was like a 400-pound drunk person threw up. That's how big it was. And it was a lot of liquid and a lot of whatever. And I could not tell what had happened because it wasn't normal. It wasn't just like, oh, she yacked up her breakfast because she ate too quick or, It wasn't one of those. And those are no big deal.
Right.
It's just barely digested food. You scoop it up, you throw it out. No big deal.
Easy to deal with.
Not this, though. It was like horrible. Bottom of the gut. Awful, clean out everything kind of stuff, and it was everywhere. Partially on Kim's relatively new room rug. The rest of it's hardwood, so then that was all on the hardwood, and it was everywhere. And I went, I have 10 minutes to get on the show. What am I going to do? I can't let this sit here. So I haul
Well, why
ass.
is it? I'm sorry, but Carter unable to do anything?
No, great. I'm glad you asked because
Yes.
she couldn't stop gagging while she was up there trying to deal with it. That's why
Okay.
she came to get me. She goes, "I'm not going to make it, Dad. I'm going to throw up all over the place if I keep doing this." And I'm like, "Okay, are you sure? Yeah, it's that bad." And I didn't believe her. I thought it'd be just like a little, no big deal.
Sure.
But after I saw it, I kind of got it. Like this sort of thing doesn't make me queasy. I just deal with it.
Yeah.
But I'll admit, I got a little queasy. It was just like, oh my gosh, this is a horror show in here. It was so
just
bad.
feel like it's life preparation for Carter.
Oh, I
Like, this
agree.
is,
I agree.
You know, there are going to be horrible, gross things that she's going to have to clean up in her life, and she better get used to it now.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with that.
Especially when Dad has to get on, an important show, an important recording with other people that are relying on him and waiting on him.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. So what I
Yeah.
did is I go outside, I go in the garage, and I get the squeegee on a stick thing that we have. We use it for windows.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
squeegee everything into a pile
Okay.
because it's just the best way. It was very loose, very
Sure.
watery. It's like a lot of,
Yeah. So okay.
Then I get
right.
2 big rolls of toilet
Paper towels.
paper towels. Yep. The brawny. We get the brawny,
Yep.
or whatever. I don't know what it's brawny.
Right.
Whatever this stuff is. We get 2 full rolls of this. And I start pulling it out and getting ready to. Ah! Just lost my water. Hold on.
Well, good. Do you have that brownie handy still?
I'm going to need it. Okay, good. The lid was on. We're good.
All
Everyone's
right, good. All right, good.
Anyway, so I go to clean it up and I do what I have to do. And I notice this is not normal looking barf. Something's
Sure.
wrong with it. And so I'm actually worried. I'm thinking, is she dying? Like, what is going on? But this is not normal.
Uh-huh.
The consistency of it, I don't want to get too gross or anything, but I can tell it's got like
Too late.
weird little bits of like seeds and maybe like stuff I can't recognize. So I'm like, I got to find out what she got into. It's clearly she ate something. It has to be that.
Yeah.
So once I get that done, and I got it into a place where it was pretty much done, although the carpet's now soaking in this chemical stuff. So later today, that's supposed to go overnight. So today, when this show's over, I go in there with the carpet cleaner and suck it all up.
The water, carpet cleaner
Yeah.
with the washing thing in it.
So I was
Yep.
able to do that in about 8 minutes. Is how long that took. So
Wow.
I still made it
Wow.
on the show. Everything was fine.
Oh my gosh.
And the show went good, but everything went fine. But then the thing gets over. I went up, finished up, just made sure we were just covering everything and everything else. The dog's just kind of moping around, looking at me like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what's wrong with me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, I can't do anything about it,
Sure,
basically.
sure.
And then I found out she wrecked overnight. She had also yacked in her bed, and I didn't know that.
Okay.
So we had to get her a new bed yesterday. This whole thing. But anyway,
Aw.
so all that ends, and I go on I'm on the trek to find the truth.
Sure. Like you've got a little bit of you've got some evidence.
Yeah.
Some
little bit of forensics,
you can't dust for vomit. Yeah. Right,
So I go outside, and I'm like, it has to be something out here. There's nothing in the house like what I saw. So I'm like, it's something out here. And I find one of Kim's tomato pots.
okay.
And the end of the story is basically I blame birds for everything. Birds are dicks.
Okay.
These birds hang out above she has a number of these tomato pots that are all going to grow up on these vine stick things. They're already starting to. And above it is a bird feeder full of this seed. And for whatever reason, she's always been sort of into the seed. If there's extra seed that falls on the ground,
sure,
Boomer,
sure.
for whatever reason, loves to go find the seed and eat the seed. It's not good
Probably
for her.
sees the birds eating it and then says, "Oh, I'm gonna eat that too."
Yeah.
Sounds good.
She actually
Yeah.
seems to really like it, like actually
Okay.
crave it. The other two could care less, so I don't know what the deal is with her. But normally it's no big deal. It's like 3 or 4 seeds on the ground, no big deal. It's like, Boomer, get out of there, and it's not a big deal.
Right.
This case, she ate probably 2 pounds of soil that contained fallen seeds,
Okay.
a little bit of it's not a toxic poison, but it's some kind of natural just something she puts on the tomatoes to help them grow early
To help
on.
them grow? Sure.
It's not
yeah.
chemical based because we have animals. We're not trying to hurt them. So it's something else, some natural form of this. But probably not something you want to eat and just sit in your stomach.
Yeah.
So she ate all of that, and I now can see it. There's like this huge gouge of dog face. And she had eaten all this dirt.
The displacement of about a boomer-sized head of
yeah. And it was really, if I had to weigh, I didn't weigh this obviously, but it's probably about 2 pounds worth of dirt, which translates pretty directly to about as much yak as she did in the other room. Was about 2 pounds of dirt. It turns out. Anyway, mystery solved. Charges pending. Freaking. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have to testify at the court thing. I don't know what's going to happen. But anyway, it was so stupid, dude. And this always happens when Kim leaves. Something weird happens when Kim leaves. Every time. And this was it.
And here's the thing, you probably got some sympathy when you described this to Kim and said, oh my God, you won't believe what Boomer did. If Tina were on a trip and I said, oh my God, the cat, did, and then I just described the same amount. Let's say that somehow the cat was able to open up a wormhole in her stomach and puke out as much stuff as I'm assuming the dog did.
Sure.
Tina would go, oh, good. You good that, about time you have to deal with something like that. Even though I've cleaned up cat puke before, but I feel like and Tina would just be like, yeah, happens. Good.
Well,
I'm glad you had to deal with that.
In this household, and it's been true since the day we got married, and every time any of our kids are ever sick or any of that, I am the puke take care guy.
You are. Okay.
And it may well be that the reason I can't vomit for 20 years is because I'm the one that has to deal with everyone else's animals, people, all the vomit we've ever had to deal with. I have to do it. So maybe that's part of it.
Sure, why not? Yeah, it's a
maybe that streaks some kind of exposure.
There's some
streak.
relation.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why not?
I have no idea. So the whole thing sucks, and it was a lot of fun. So I really enjoyed it.
Well, I'm sorry. That sucks. It sucks you had to deal with that, but man, I'm sure Kim is laughing.
Oh, she thinks it's great. I called her, and she's having a good time, so she's kind of chill. And I go, hey, you wouldn't believe what Boomer did, and I explained it. And she goes, oh, that's a bummer. Anyway, we're getting deep dish pizza later or whatever thing she's doing.
Yeah, right.
It's like, shit. So it's been lots of fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's like, I'm sure that's exactly how it sounded like. Well, sorry to deal with that. We're having fun out here, but playing with raccoons. Woo!
Yeah. I feel like calling the Guinness people and saying, I think I've got the record for the largest dog vomit in one moment, and see if they'll
send somebody out with a camera.
Come out and deal with it. But anyway, it's all good. And the other two dogs have been a little bit freaked out because they just know something's wrong.
Yeah.
And they're being all jittery and like, are we in trouble? And they don't.
I mean, dogs obviously sense when one of their owners is out on a trip or something, and they're like, oh, is this person ever going to come back?
Yeah. They're so weird about that stuff because you can reassure them all you want. Truth is, they don't know English, so the best they got is, I hope he comes back. I don't know.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. All you can do is just
Every time Carter leaves, Ripley, and to her credit, by the way, so anytime Ripley's either barfed in her kennel or one time she got really bad stomach stuff and pooped all through her kennel, Carter always takes care of that stuff. Takes care of her dog.
Okay.
It's when it's someone else's dog that we start to see this little piece of selectiveness out of my daughter.
Yes. Okay. All right.
I got
Good
mine. You
yeah.
get yours, kind of thing.
Wasn't my dog.
Interesting.
That sucks for you.
Yeah. Interesting how that works out for her.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Well, anyway.
Glad Boomer's doing better.
I'm going to go ahead and tell Dunaway that it's time. And I'm going to tell you people at home that if you want to do what we're about to do, you just need to do what you always do.
Because that's right. They're gonna DM you. You're gonna give them the thing to call
the code exactly.
Code.
So you'll do exactly what you've always done, but you're gonna click something now. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
You guys have to click something. All right. Simple as that. All right. We are going to bring in our old pal Brian to start with. Let's see if I can get his. Let's see. We'll do this first. Oh, looky there. It's time for us to talk to Mr. Bry Guy himself. It's Brian Dunaway, everybody. Hello.
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
Oh, hello.
Oh, hi,
Look
how are
at
you?
That worked very well and very quickly.
What is this? What is this new technology?
I know, crazy, right? You picked right up,
What?
though.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah,
You're on some Linux sort of device or whatever you're doing.
Right. And this is done through the browser, and I'm on a Linux device, and I have a headset that has a retractable. No, not retractable. You can flip it up, and if you flip it up, it goes into mute. It's a hardware switch.
Oh, okay.
And I just
like
I
your
just
the
pull it
microphone. Okay, gotcha. Your microphone pulls down and turns into a like that when it's,
It's a
up.
transformer.
It mutes it. Yeah,
It's a transformer.
Mine
Okay.
does that too. Like right now, I don't have. This isn't being used as a microphone, but I can pull this down, and then it automatically starts using it for my phone or something.
Oh, it's in. So
No.
it's yours is built. Oh, I see. That's cool.
yeah.
They should all be like that.
They should. It seems like such a simple,
They
natural way of doing it.
They
but
should
it-
all be like
a
that.
no-brainer.
I freaking love
Exactly,
it. Yeah,
exactly.
I like that
Yeah.
a lot. All right.
And
yeah.
so if my phone rings, I just flip this down. I can answer it because it automatically connects to my phone as soon as I flip that thing down.
Very, very nice. Well, we have with us on the line our fourth caller. That person turned out to be Raven TCG. Hello, Raven.
CTG, Scott.
What did I say?
Hello.
CTG? What did I say?
You said TCG.
I should have just
CTG. Chip
CTG.
Theory Games.
That's right. You know why I do that? Because I always want to say collectible card game or something.
Sure. Oh, CCG. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Why do I want to do that? Probably because you make those. You know.
Sort of.
Yeah. You kind of do. Yeah.
Sure, why not? If that's what you believe. Sure.
I can believe what I want to believe. It's all right. Hey, well, it's good to have you here, Raven. We're going to play a game. Brian's going to explain the rules, and we're gonna go for it. Brian, how's this work?
Yeah, Raven and Josh got to go to this really cool Stitch pop-up store in the Mall of America recently, and that thing looks so freaking amazing.
Oh, are you a super fan of the Stitch, Raven?
Yes, actually, that's one of my favorite Disney movies.
Oh, nice.
Aw.
What'd you think of the live action? Have you seen it yet?
I have not. We were going to go this weekend, but we ended up doing Great Wolf Lodge this weekend instead.
Oh,
So.
that's
I like
great
it there.
alternative. That place is awesome.
I like that place. I know some people think it's kitschy. I think those places are cool. I like it in there.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, let's do it,
All
Brian.
right.
What do you got?
Yeah, let's get to our game. All right, so it's time to play the Tadpooly Feud. I've surveyed the tadpole on some nerdy topics. Survey coming soon, by the way. And Scott and Brian will have to predict the answers they gave us. It's Scott and Brian's job to see how many of those answers they can guess. Raven, your job is more important than ever because you're going to be working with either Scott or Brian. If your team wins, you will get a prize package that includes Blood Rage Digital Edition and The Lord of the Rings Adventure Card Game Definitive Edition.
Oh, that game's pretty good. I like it. And you guys like,
Cool.
you make card games, so that's cool, right, Raven?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Both of
Cool.
these courtesy of Taffy Guy. Big thanks, Mike, for sending
I'm
these in.
still enjoying my taffy from Taffy Guy and Miss
Darn
Taffy
right.
Guy lady.
Yeah.
So much Taffy.
Mrs. Taffy Guy Lady. I like it. All right, cool. Well, let's do it.
All right, let's get to it. Go ahead and put your hands. Oh, we're attempting to reconnect to the server. Come on.
I
here.
also
there we go.
did. I noticed, Scott, also this thing does not save your no headphones setting thing, so I turned that on. Hopefully that's
Oh, it lets me do it too, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I have full control over that, so you're good.
Cool.
All right,
Cool.
Off we go.
All right, let's get to this right now. Hands on your buzzards, and here's the question. We asked 442 tadpoolers, besides a leader's face, what is something you see printed or embossed on world currency? Scott.
Slogans like "In God We Trust." You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
You said that really
I'm going
slow
to say-
too. That's a real slogan.
Slogans. I'm going to say no.
Damn it.
That is, by the way, there is somebody did say that 12. So
Okay.
just out of the top 11. Brian,
Almost.
you full chance to guess.
Give me that full question again, because you kind
Sure.
of like he was weaving and bobbing there when you was
I
asking.
was. Well, I have to build up suspense, man.
Yeah,
Besides a leader's face, what is something you see printed or embossed on world currency?
His feet. How about pyramids?
Show me pyramids. Yeah, that Illuminati symbol with the Eye of Providence on the back of the $1 bill. Pyramid with the eye.
Raven.
Answer number 4, which means, you get Raven and you get control of the board.
Awesome.
And you go into this thing with 4 points.
Very nice. All right, you two.
Yeah.
Give it to us. What do you got?
Raven, what do you think? And you got anything on the top of your head?
What about numbers?
Ooh, you know what? That's a good idea. We should put some numbers on our cash.
Yeah.
Good idea.
That way you know how much it is. See?
Oh, see? That's a good way to keep track.
Yeah,
All
I like
right.
it.
Show me the numbers. Number value,
that's
denomination.
number 2?
Yes,
didn't I
number
think
2
of that?
answer on the board.
I feel like
6.
an idiot for not knowing that one.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
All right. What else you got?
Let's see, number of values. So I don't know. What do you think, Raven? Maybe let's see. Besides a leader's face. Okay. So sometimes you get people who aren't leaders. They're just well beloved. But how do you say that in a top 10? I don't know if you can.
Can you?
Raven, do you have an idea?
I worked at a bank for 15 years, but for some reason, all pictures of money is gone from my head right
Really?
now.
Like, yeah. I mean, it's so
Right.
true. Like, we use it. So still have 4 $20 bills in my wallet that I had when I was in Las Vegas a month ago.
Oh my gosh. I
Have
have a
not touched
20
them.
just like that I haven't touched. It's
Yeah.
just sitting in there. What's that about? Weird.
I feel like people put birds on their money all the time. What do you?
What?
But is that too vague? Is that like?
What if we
Does
just
it-
go with animals?
Oh, animals. Yeah. Just
Yeah,
go
yeah,
straight
yeah.
animals. Yeah. I like that.
Okay. All right. I think we can go that general. Let's see. We'll see. All right.
Animal.
Show me animals.
Ow,
Yep.
you go.
This is your general, your mammals, your moose, your
Moose money. Your moose
your
money.
moose. Yep.
Everybody's got their moose money. Damn it. All right. That's a pretty good call.
Now
you guys.
that might exclude something that's very specific. So just
Like a bear.
Like a bear.
No, a bear would be an animal.
Yeah, I think
But
those
I'm
are
not sure.
animals. Yeah.
Yeah, those are animals.
Last I checked.
But-
Mammals of
yes.
some sort. Sure.
Well,
Right,
when
exactly.
I said pyramid, I was thinking like landmarks, but I wasn't sure if that was going to be too vague. Raven, this is a weird one. This has been a really weird.
This is a weird one. I agree.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Yeah.
It's a weird one. This all came, by the way, these all come from you guys. They all come from the listeners who submit, as part of the survey process, submit ideas for future questions. And so this came up on somebody
about-
else's.
Well, yeah, that would go because think about all the state quarters. Oh, God, that's when I went to
Yeah,
the bank,
yeah,
too, is the
yeah.
state quarters.
Oh my gosh.
On all money, isn't there like a guarantee, whether it be, hey, we just trust us, in God we trust, or, like some kind of guarantee, like this is tender.
Interesting.
Not soft and
It's
tender.
almost as if
but-
somebody said that.
Well, I said
It's a
I said
slogan.
slogans, but you're right that maybe there's a distinction there. I don't know. Is there a
Right,
distinction?
right. Well, in God we trust would be kind of like a slogan, but
Right.
legal tender, that's like a statement.
It's
right?
like,
It's
less
not
of a
slogan,
guarantee,
it's a
more of
promise.
like a promise that you. It's more like a thing you just need to trust and be okay with, and hope it
man,
works.
I don't want to lead you away from that or towards an answer, but
Right.
you might want to. I mean,
How about a seal of approval? Is that
A seal?
I
seal.
think we should just stick with landmarks, Dunaway.
okay? Landmarks. All
Yeah.
right.
Give us
All
one.
right.
What's
All
just
right.
landmarks in
If nothing
general?
else, give Scott a chance.
all we are saying is give Scott a chance. All right, show me landmarks. Yeah, landmarks, landscape, mountains, natural structures. There's a arches monument that you see on some, or a rock face, or just mountains, or whatever.
face.
Yeah,
Rock face. I don't know why that makes me laugh.
I don't either.
Rock
it's
face.
like a super villain.
I don't know.
I am Rockface.
I am Rockface.
Rock face.
Fear me. All right. What else you got?
Another thing we joked about at the bank is that we were all immune to cocaine because there was so much cocaine on money.
Hilarious embossed right on there.
Boss, that's true. They say that $1 or no $100 bills or something. There's some denomination that
50s.
is most likely 50s that is most likely to contain traces of cocaine than other bills.
Which one has the highest content of like G-string stuffing? You know what I
Oh,
mean?
dollar bills for sure.
Dollars,
Yeah.
okay.
bills, yeah.
Yeah.
Are
money's gross.
Is it considered cheating if I'm sitting here staring at this $1 bill I pulled out of my wallet?
No, not at all. I mean, I figure if you're lucky enough to have paper money
Exactly.
in this obsolete paperless society, then go
Some
for
things
it.
I'm seeing is like, serial numbers and signature.
There you go. Serial numbers.
Serial number? Okay, yeah, okay.
Do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
So say that. Show me
Identifying
serial
numbers.
number. Oh, all right.
Yeah. Oh,
Serial
serial number.
number. Yeah, that's how you sell it on eBay with those ladder bills. Serial number, item number 8 on the list there. Bring your total up to 25.
Does that give them the? No, that's not quite
Not
guaranteed.
yet.
Yeah.
No.
I think if they got 9 or 10, one of those two
one
slots.
of those two would lock it in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you're doing good.
Lock it in, lock it in.
That's right.
All right, what else you got?
Yeah.
I want to know. Amy put gender juice as a suggestion in the tadpole in the chat, and I don't know if I want to ask any further questions about gender juice.
Is that the?
Again, as a former banker, you do not.
Okay.
Yeah.
I assume that's like connected to the stuffing it in your G-string.
The
thing.
stripper kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I just picture all those kids like looking in the fridge and like, hey, what do you got to drink? Oh, orange drink, grapes, purple stuff, gender juice. Oh, Sunny D.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your mom's the coolest. She has ginger juice in her fridge.
That's right. Yes, exactly.
Gross.
So what would you call
number
the
1 though?
what would you call the designs that they put in there, like the spider webbing and stuff?
Ooh, yeah, like ornamentation. I don't think he was going to let us
Geometric designs.
Oh,
I
you
don't
mean
know.
like what? Yeah, what do you call that? Filigree.
Depends on what it is. You could go specific, or
Well, they have the security strips now. But that's not really decoration. That's
Yeah, but it could be a tadpole
But
answer.
yeah, it could be.
Yeah. Not saying.
And they
it
all
is.
have the watermarks too.
watermark. That is a good way to say it.
That's a decent answer.
Because literally embossed sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
literally.
You want to
I
say that?
remember when the new 20s came out and we got
Yeah.
those in at the bank. Those were just like we stood there and stared at them for
I
hours.
know. Yeah.
Watery marks. What do you think?
Yeah, let's
How
just
about
Yeah.
you think it's a good one?
All right, do it. Watermark.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Show me watermarks.
That's a
Gross.
shame.
Yeah. No, not surprisingly, because that's a great answer. Surprisingly, that didn't even come up once in the survey.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, which surprises me. Security features, watermarks, I would have put all together. So, any of those things like that.
I'm going to feel real dumb if this is wrong, or I'm going to feel brilliant if it's right. I'm going to say text, word, letters.
I was just thinking of that.
Ontography.
letters.
I'm gonna ask you to be a little more specific.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you've said slogans and mottos, and
Yeah.
that was number 12.
Then I'll say denomination or the amount of the thing. So if you got a $10 bill, it not only has a 10, but it says $10.
Oh, gotcha. Like the text that goes along with the number.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the word version of 20, of 10, of 1,
So
whatever.
in case you don't do math, maybe there's a number equivalent.
Yeah, I realize we're saying international currencies here and not just
Yeah,
US
not
stuff.
just American money.
Yeah,
Right.
but I have a feeling it's going to be centric that way. So I don't know how others
Okay.
do it, but I'm going to say that.
Yep. All right. Good. Let's get to that. All right. Show me the words that denote the denomination of the bill.
Well, shit.
Yeah. Boy,
Gosh
the
dang
tadpole
it.
comes up with some dumb ideas for surveys. Boy.
Don't you always put like the name of the currency, like dollar or euro or right?
Oh, I see. That's something a little bit different. Yeah.
Or what
Yeah,
about the name of the country?
Yeah.
The name of the country.
Yeah. So you'll know where you can spend it, right?
Shit. That's probably.
Where this valid only in
Right.
I mean,
expiration date.
I know like a 10 says the United States of America on it here in the States.
Yeah.
I assume other countries do that where they put their name on there. I would assume.
I used to pick out the foreign coins that would come in deposits and keep them.
I just can't
So I
think.
know it's
A loony.
on a lot of
A
them.
loony, yeah. What's the one with the hole in it? Just kidding. Take that, Canadians.
Take that, you Canadians.
Yeah, take that, you jerks.
All right. Is that what you're going with?
The country of origin.
Country of origin? Okay.
Is that what you
All
want
right.
to say, Raven? Or you want to put it a different way?
Do it.
Country of issue? All right. Show me country of issue.
Dadgummit.
Tied for 22nd place.
Damn it.
Yeah.
And this is on the, it doesn't matter front or back, right? We're not, it's not
Front
specific.
or back does not matter. Something printed or embossed on world currency, paper money, coins, whatever.
And we've taken out the option of which leader because that's part of the question. So that's not it.
Dunaway, I think we're going to have to start thinking like the tadpole.
All right.
I mean, that's a hard, that's, what does that even mean?
I would say you don't have to on this one.
Interesting.
Just,
You broke the tadpole, didn't you, Ibbot? You
well,
broke
this
them.
one, their answers came far lower with things like, we'll get to more of them, but like secret code to fighting hidden treasures by our
I was about to say like
that.
Illuminati shit. I thought you were going to say yeah.
Yes, exactly.
All right, I want to go with, I'm looking at a 5 here.
Sure.
A 5er.
I'm going to say...
You can get some labor out of that. Look at this.
The signature of the person in charge
There you
of
go,
Treasury.
signatures.
So in our case, it's the Treasury Secretary.
Secretary of the Treasury.
During the time they were there for any printing was done. So yeah, I'm going to say that.
Okay.
Sig.
All right. Show me the signature.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Surprisingly, again, tied for 22nd place.
Son of a
Inside
bitch.
leader's face. What's something you see printed or embossed
Yeah.
on world currency?
So,
Wow.
looking what you've got, right? You've got number
How about-
value. You've got the pyramid with the eye. Animals, which I've told you is, not all encompassing. It just means like your mammals and your things like that.
Sure.
Your natural landmarks, landscapes, mountains, etc. Serial numbers.
People are always putting birds and landmarks, but not landmarks, not like, but more like Capitol buildings and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and that's the other thing. We're focused so much on paper money. This could include coins, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
You should say
What
some
do
of
you-
those
what do you-
answers that you just talked about, Brian. Those are really good answers.
What about some kind of capital or governmental facility? What do you think about that? Architecture of some sort?
Buildings.
Buildings.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, let's be vague.
Buildings.
Buildings.
All right. Buildings.
Okay. All right.
Buildings.
Let's do it. Buildings.
Show me buildings. Yep. Number one answer on the board. Buildings and monuments.
Oh my gosh.
That's great.
Like Monticello, the Lincoln Memorial, the Capitol building. Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah, I always
Smart.
forget what is back there. The back is what I'm not. I never look at the back of money, so I just don't. Even,
I always look at the back.
right.
That's where the treasure map
That's where
is.
the fun is. Yeah,
I know, come on.
You got
It's
to
like-
break it out of the frame
That's right.
and follow it to the treasure.
You gotta tell Chunk to hold this for a second.
Yeah.
My Nicolas Cage, by the way, is via Andy Samberg. It's my impersonation of Andy
nice.
Samberg's impersonation of Nicolas Cage.
Which
It's a
I think,
good one.
which I think is
It's a good
just
one.
Cage in Face Off. Really is the
That
one.
kind of is.
Yeah.
I could eat a page for hours.
That's basically it.
We'll fall under A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
There you go. It's not
Not
bad.
the bees.
Not
Anyway,
bad.
go ahead. You still have 5 answers still on the board. Oh no, 4 answers. Sorry, 4 answers still on the board. Plus the bonus.
I still like what you said about the ornamentation. I don't know exactly how you say that.
Boy. Yeah, I mean,
little risky.
if you could name specific types of that ornamentation.
Like I said, the spider webbing's all over ours.
I love spider web.
I
That's
love
my
the spider
favorite thing
web.
we
It's great.
do.
That little hidden spider up in the corner.
Yeah.
I just got a DM. I will not say from who, but someone just sent me a DM saying, I'll shorten it. It basically says, why do you guys keep helping the person win every week?
Because they love us.
Because we like our contest. I mean, I understand it's not much of a game if we're always throwing it in their direction, but I don't think what Brian is doing is throwing it. He's just saying, narrow down your thoughts a little.
By the way, go ahead and let me know who that person is, and I won't when they call in.
Plus, right now we're very lopsided. Right now we're getting very
That's right.
close to one more X. We're way
Exactly.
ahead.
We're exactly right. There's there's very little chance that Scott is going to catch up with these 4 answers that are still on the board.
Yeah, I don't know how I would even do that. I'm so lost as to what to say next. I don't, who knows?
Let's go with spider webbing.
All right.
Spider web.
Spider webbing.
Sorry, I'm not home right now. I'm walking through the spider webs. All right, show me spider webs.
Okay.
Yeah, the spider and the webs did come up, but there's also tied for 22nd place.
Because the back of the one is like literally a bunch of spider webs, right? Kind of.
It is, right. Those it's like a warped grid with an actual spider web in one corner of it.
With a little spider. Or
a little spider dangling from it.
And they may have changed that for the newer
spider
versions
dangle
of it. But
I don't think. Yeah, I want to say that that's still on there, but I don't have any. I don't have any ones.
This is the one where
That's all I had was a one.
they blew their faces up and moved it slightly to the left. I don't know if they changed that or not.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna just take a shot into the dark here, and let's say a seal, an official seal.
Sure. Like the Great Seal.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Show me the seal, any seal, great seal, but any seal.
Or the singer seal. Damn it.
Singer seal, yeah. Great seal was number 18 in the list.
Give me birds.
Yeah, why didn't you say birds? Number 3 answer on the board was eagles, loons, birds. Obviously, America, Canada, all other.
Did they all have, everything has birds? I didn't know that.
A lot have birds.
No, I mean, this isn't something that's found on every piece of world currency. This is just something you find on world currency.
Gotcha.
But the back of a quarter has got a big old eagle on it. The Canadian money has, the loonie has a loon on it. You even talked about the...
Yeah, it's got a hole in it, though, so you never know what's back there. Just kidding.
And the people who are saying, but they're animals. I said, no, I specifically said this is like your animals, your mammals, because enough people said... eagle, loon, birds. That
right.
Yeah, you have to give the fowl. You got to give the fowl their own space.
Exactly. That's it. So I was very clearly vague on
mammal.
Number 7, the flag.
Jesus! How do we not think of that?
A lot of currency has a flag on it.
Yeah.
Number 9. This is where I was going with the discussion
slogan.
about the filigree, the ornamentation. Flora, so like your flowers, your wheat, your branches, and sometimes in the corners they've kind of got like the little filigree is like a branch, an olive branch, or wheat, or things like that. So
gotcha, and that's less about the pattern and more about specific integrated stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. It looks like I should just read the chat and listen to what my husband says.
I know Josh is saying I said eagle first thing. Yeah.
Take that. You guys don't go to bed mad at each other tonight.
Right.
Okay, that's all we're saying.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see what number 10 is. I was trying to get you to go there, Scott, but like your e pluribus unum Latin phrases.
It gives a gravitas to the money, doesn't it?
It's not like here's your your specific wording, but it's just any Latin phrase. Number 11 was bridges. I can't think of bridges on money, but there must be the bridge on the back of a money. Probably the gorge. In Oregon,
people are proud of their bridges. It makes sense.
Okay.
They want to put it on their money.
Sure, why not? I've never heard of that, but that's great.
Let's go with some of these other big ones. Map. Sometimes you get a map or like the not a treasure map, but like here's what Germany is shaped like.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Yeah. That makes sense. Like border lines.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The year of issue, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
This one feels very Canadian. A hockey rink.
Oh, that's very Canadian.
Sure.
Yeah.
Charles Darwin on money. Not a leader, but
Gandhi's on money too, right? And Gandhi on some money.
That's right.
Is he?
Let's see.
Indian money, I guess.
Gandhi probably is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Stars. The currency symbol. So the dollar sign, the pound, things like that. I can't think of actually. Do they have that with where it says they don't have a little dollar sign next to the one? Do they?
I don't think so. I'm looking right now. The 2 doesn't. The 1
mine says money on it. What is
Does it? Yeah.
You know what? The 1 has a 1 on the 1 written ONE on top of the 1.
Right, but it doesn't have the dollar bill sign like the dollar logo.
No, because I think that that gets used in different countries as. I don't think it's universal to American currency, so I can't imagine them doing that. Yeah. And it's only on the rear of it that has the 1 on top of a 1, but no dollar sign.
Does money say "do not duplicate" on it? Just in case somebody's a little vague on that, it's like, can I make copies of
I
this?
don't think it does. No, you're just expected to know that.
I think it just says this is legal tender. I don't. Yeah, I think you're supposed to just know that you're not allowed to copy money.
Right. Let's see here. Let's see. Big Ben. Although I would have, if that were higher, I would have actually included that in building monument. Not like we need any differentiation. Country name, you guys said that's down there. Crown.
I thought about Crown, but I was just. It's always on somebody's head, isn't it? I mean, on a leader's head. I was like,
yeah, kind of part of the leader, right?
Yeah.
There's 100.
Empty promises, false hopes. Two separate answers, by the way. Yeah.
Now that is a Tadpool answer.
I love that.
Yes. Harp. Maybe Irish money probably has a harp, right?
Probably. If not, they have a little pot of gold in the corner. Just kidding, they don't.
And all the Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
Let's see. Scott's butt, somebody said.
Yeah.
Ships or boats.
Okay.
That's
yeah.
good.
Yeah, you do see ships and boats in there.
Let's see. Spiderweb.
There you go.
The number 42. And the solar system.
42.
And the solar system. Who the hell does that?
Solar system.
This is good everywhere.
I kind of like that idea, though. I just don't know who does that. I don't think we do.
There were quite a few of these that it's like, yeah, I could have grouped that into this. I could have grouped this other thing. And then we would just had like, 8 or 6 very general things and then 4 extremely specific things.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we can't have that. Well done, everybody,
There you
and
go.
especially Raven. You win, and you walk away with some stuff in hand.
Congratulations.
cool prizes.
Yeah, explain those again, Brian, and who gave them to
Yeah,
us.
absolutely. It's Blood Rage Digital Edition and the Lord of the Rings Adventure Card Game Definitive Edition.
Nice.
So
Yeah, it's the one that defines the game the most.
that's right, exactly. Oh yeah, I have to look for my conversation. Oh, actually, we just talked this morning about that place, and there it is right there. So I can just paste these right here for
Nice.
you. There you go.
I was just gifted a Steam Deck from a friend.
Oh, well done, gifted.
winning.
Jeez, that's fantastic.
You're winning.
Yeah, you're winning at life.
That is
Some
very
days.
cool.
Tell your husband
Other
to eat
days.
it. Tell Josh to eat it. All right. Dunaway, it's good to have you here, of course, as always. We had a really great Monday episode of Play Retro this week, and we talked about Doom, and Doom 2, and Doom 64 for a little added spice there. It was fantastic conversation. If you haven't heard it, no better time to do it. In fact, starting next week on Play Retro and Core this week, we're giving away 2 separate copies of the new Doom game. To some lucky winners, and it's all kind of because we've been talking about it. Brand new game out, why not? It's like so many years later, so that's all fun. But also on Play Retro, we're creeping up on something new next week. What are we talking about? Do you know?
Oh, next week we're gonna race around some ridges, Ridge Racer, and what a perfect time because one of those is coming to the Arcade Archives 2. Probably in preparation for our new Switch 2 coming out for too much longer. So get back to the arcade with some Ridge Racing.
That's right. Now I can say with very little lag, kiss our butts.
Nice.
He's out. All right.
There you go.
Brian, it's time for us to take a break. We're going to take a break. When we come back from the break, we'll bring Tom Merritt in here. We'll talk a little tech. And then after that, we'll spend some time with Recommendals. Randy and Nicole are here. Lots to talk about still.
Oh my God, so much.
Stick around. Brian, what are we playing?
We got, for Indie in the Middle, we're going to be going to Nashville. And, people wonder why we don't. I don't know if people wonder this because I'm pretty obvious about that. I'm not a big fan of a lot of new country. But what I do like is more bluegrassy kind of sound. And this one definitely kind of fits in that bluegrass rock, kind of more of the country influence music that I like. This is a band called Suede and Lean. It's Angelo Petraglia, like Grammy Award winner dude, and singer-songwriter Eulene Sherman, who just goes by Lean. This is their brand new debut. It's called Hymn for Lost Things, or Hymns for Lost Things. Comes out Friday, June 20th. You get to hear the whole album then. But right now, you get to hear the first song. It's BOTT, which I think stands for Blood on the Tracks, which is funny because yesterday we played Blood on the Ceiling for Indie in the Middle. How about that?
You sure did.
Here's BOTT by Suede and Lean.
Unfortunately, I'm not okay. I'm suffering from hypersedric aneurysms, and my medicine is in the glove compartment of the stolen car.
You get difficult and I'm going to jerk you up tight.
And we're back. Hey, who was that one more time?
Sure, that's Suede and Lean with a song called B.O.T.T. from their upcoming album, Hymns for Lost Things.
Nice. Nothing to do with HIMS, the erectile dysfunction
Not the
company.
four hymns. No, it's HYMNS.
Okay, good.
M&S.
I want to make sure that's well understood.
Yes, a very good idea to differentiate for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, let's keep that nice and clear. All right, Tom Merritt will be heading in shortly. I meant to send him a link before the song, but I didn't. It's because I'm still got to get used to this, but it's totally fine. He'll be joining the call shortly, and when he does, boy howdy, are we off to the races.
Then you're in trouble.
Yep.
Wait till he shows up. Then we're all in trouble.
Because he'll have tech thoughts, tech ideas.
Always.
And
Tech rumors.
Yeah, tech rumors.
Scuttlebutt.
Sure. Speaking of which, before he gets here, what's on tap for daily music headlines today?
Well, you can find out about how Drake, during a live stream yesterday, accidentally posted his phone number. So if you never call him on your cell phone, well, now you can.
You always call me on my cell phone.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Also, the woman who appears on the cover of the Black Sabbath debut album wearing the black robes in front of the burnt out building.
Yeah.
She is now auctioning off her autograph for a cat charity.
Oh my gosh.
So you can win that if you're the right person.
That's freaking fantastic.
Some great news that I get to break on today's show.
That's right. Well, dailymusicheadlines.com for more.
That's right.
Look who's with us, everybody. Oh, I got to play this first.
Isn't technology wonderful?
It sure can be, but only when Tom Merritt joins us. Hi, Tom Merritt. How are you?
Whoa, this is weird. Hi.
Weird, right? Very weird. You sound great, though. Yeah.
Got to keep you on your toes.
That's right.
You can't see me, but I'm standing on my toes.
Oh, shit. Well, look, if you do you do what you got to do, man. Here's what we like about Wednesdays. Tom comes on. He talks about the tech stories of the day. Sometimes this stuff is enlightening, infuriating, usually insightful. Okay?
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. And the infuriation never comes from Tom delivering it. It's because it's something that just pisses everybody off, whatever it may be.
Well, you don't think it comes from me.
Oh, shit. Well, anyway, it's good to have you here, man. What is percolating at the DTNS coffee machine?
Apple. Hugo Roasters from Utah, actually.
Oh, good. Delicious.
Yeah. Now that you mentioned it, when I was changing planes in the Salt Lake Airport for CES, I found this little place called Hugo Roasters, and they have, for their logo, a little white dog that looks like my dog. So I bought a coffee there, and it was so good I bought some coffee beans, and I've been using those beans today.
They're well regarded here, Hugo Roasters.
Are they? Yeah.
People like them.
The coffee was really good, so I'm like, hey, I need these beans. Also, you have my dog on your your logo, so I'm going to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. They're really into the dog part, and if you go to, let's see, it's hugo.coffee, I believe. Yeah, hugo.coffee will get you what Tom's talking about. And people here, I've not tried it or had it, but people here rave about it. It might be, I'm not even a coffee, I don't really like it. So maybe this would change my mind. I don't know. But
Kim likes coffee, doesn't she?
She does. And she has said before that she likes these guys. So
okay.
Here's what's cool though. They this coffee, they give $2.50 back for everything purchased to benefit rescue organizations for dogs and stuff. So it's a good cause, good coffee, good times. Anyway.
Well, now I have another reason to come to Salt Lake City.
Yeah, now you got that one, and then the beautiful airport. I can't really think of what a third one would be.
Kim.
Oh, yeah, Kim, and then after that,
so we could get coffee.
After that, I can't think of anything. So it's weird. Yeah. Well, anyway,
stop it. So Apple bought a game studio.
Oh yeah, that's true. They did.
Oh, cool.
Pretty wild.
Did y'all? Yeah. It's a 2-person game studio. So it's not like when you say Apple bought a game studio, you're like, oh, do they something like Blizzard?
Right. Yeah.
No, it's the two folks behind Sneaky Sasquatch, which is a pretty popular Apple Arcade game. These two folks have this isn't their first game. They've made several fairly popular Apple Arcade games, although Sasquatch is probably their most popular one. Apple says it's a unique situation. they're trying to make it sound like we're not going to, become Microsoft and just go on a tear and buy a bunch of studios. This was a situation where these two developers seem uniquely good at making Apple Arcade games, so we wanted to bring them in-house. But it does go along with a Bloomberg article from your friend and mine, Mark Gurman, saying his sources say Apple's about to replace Game Center with a full-on video game app.
Yeah.
Oh,
this is the rumor.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's time for a refresh. I mean, I wouldn't even call it a refresh. I kind of hope they've barely done anything to that since it started in 2009 or something. It's been
I know, right? It's been around forever.
Yeah.
So.
Do we think this is something happening or getting announced at the WWDC in a couple weeks?
It feels like the kind of thing that they would announce there for sure.
Yeah.
I think that Apple Arcade has been kind of okay for them. It hasn't been, a massive service bump or anything, but it's been a nice little add-on when you buy something like, you get free 3 months of this, or, it's kind of like this little throwaway idea that isn't too expensive. It hasn't been so bad, but it hasn't been like gangbusters for them. So,
well, I tell you where I am with Apple Arcade. I get Apple One because it made sense that I with iCloud and Apple Music and something else that I was like, there was
storage.
For me, it wasn't fitness, but there was something else where I'm like, I might as well get Apple One, and then that gave me all the other stuff, right? And so I'm like, ooh, I have Apple Arcade now, cool. It's hard to use. It's like I want to go to the arcade, and it's like, you go into this section of the App Store, but if you're not careful, you'll just wander out into the rest of the App Store and go Game Center. That's a whole separate thing. That's over there, and so I think it's smart to bring it all into one app, which is what it sounds like they're doing, according to Gurman. They're going to have all the Game Center stuff in there. It's going to be a game launcher. It's going to be a cross-platform. If you're on the Mac, supposedly it'll be able to launch you into your third-party games as well, not just the stuff that's from the App Store. So I feel like that is a better way to get me to use Arcade. When I'm sitting here like, ooh, I'd like to use Arcade, and it's like I have to work to use it. I have to think about it or know what I want versus being able to just kind of wander in and look around.
Yeah.
My take with Apple Arcade is it's the first, when I'm looking for something new to play, I start there because I know I'm not going to get ads or microtransactions or things like that.
Yeah, totally.
And usually the top charts are like, I've never played this, I've heard about it, great, I'll download that. But
I have found some really fun games on there. Yeah.
The idea of having it be a little bit more central unto itself and not scattered amongst everything else, I think makes a bunch of sense. But I also could see why they didn't do that to start with, because I think there was maybe some confusion, or could have been confusion on the other side. Because at the time it was like, well, where do you get your games? Well, you just go here and search, and you just get a bunch of games.
Yeah,
so
that was the pattern.
Yeah, so I think this is probably
it's like
the
they
right
were
move.
a baby and they were just taking a few steps.
Yeah, and also to Brian's point, I think it'd be good for them for a newer, like a standalone app to really focus in on the hardcore. I don't mean hardcore gamers, because I don't really think there's such a thing on phones, but focus in on the hardcore notion that these don't have ads, these don't have microtransactions. These are some of the kind of games you like in those areas. Like, there are plenty of gotcha style games that want to bleed your wallet dry, but over here we have some that are those kinds of games that give you those same vibes, but we're not going to nickel and dime you. You're just going to pay your monthly fee. I think that would really benefit them in the long run to just make the definition better of what that is. So we'll see what they do. That's
watch them make this video game app, and it'll be exactly like the App Store, where it's hard to figure out which is our game.
Yeah. Right. I mean, there is that whole issue of like, it's another icon on your screen.
Yeah.
And now what? Like,
it does make sense though when you've got music and TV to have games. Like it just kind of seems to fit.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what they do. And like you said, I assume you're both probably right. They'll make some talk about it at the event. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, no, this very much feels like the kind of thing that would be on the docket in that 3-hour long announcement that they'll do.
New product coming from their game center.
Now here's Craig Federighi.
Yeah, and he'll run through the place and jump over a chair. It'll be great.
Yeah, and like that's the game.
Yeah, I also kind of hope I secretly hope that they don't keep calling it Game Center. even though I don't think that's a bad name, but I think it kind of needs a reboot. Or not Game
Oh,
Center,
I'm guessing.
sorry.
I'm guessing they're going to
Apple
call
Arcade?
it Apple Games.
Yeah, or Apple Games, or keep the arcade game and get rid of Game Center altogether. Just don't. It doesn't have any cachet. It doesn't have any.
Yeah, I think Game Center's probably gone.
Right.
Yeah.
Game Center. Right. Because, well, see, the other thing that Game Center does is it saves your scores between devices. So they need to call that something else.
Oh, they'll still do it.
That'll
I
just
just think
be
it'll
in
part
this.
of it.
That'll
Yeah.
be part of
just
this.
happen. Yeah.
According to Gurman, that's just going to get integrated into the new app.
Yeah,
Fair
there's
enough.
no reason to have
Okay.
like a separate thing anymore. And that thing was advented at a time when, like, you know, what was Microsoft's thing called? Shoot. Anyway, it was basically the overlay of everything, and that's what Game Center tried to do. But
Right.
anyway, we'll see what they do. Exciting stuff happening on mobile. Tom, is there anything else going on you'd like to mention before the big show today?
Oh, yes. I'm headed to Austin, Texas at the end of June, weekend of June 27th. Brian Brushwood, myself, Justin Robert Young, Andrew Heaton, Matt Donnelly. We're all getting together, and Brian is going to have us all share our experiences as independent creators with folks who want to learn about being an independent creator. Whether it's a side hustle or you're like going fully independent, if you're like, man, I really need some help, I really need some tips, I really wanted work to come up with a plan for that. That's what that's about. So I know a lot of you have already heard about this, and a few of you have signed up. I know Craig and Andy are going to be there. So if you are interested in this, go check it out at bestnewsever.com. That is where you can find out the information for it. I think there's like 4 slots left. So you might want to jump on that, especially if you're a member of a 4-piece band who would like to all sign up.
There you go. Is this going to be live streamed, did you say? I can't remember if you said that.
I think they are going to record some stuff, but no, this is really only for the attendees. So
Gotcha.
you have to be able to get there, and make it, which I know not everybody's going to be able to do this time. But if this one goes well, Brian plans to do more of them.
Well, there you have it. Tom Merritt, I'll see you today at 2 p.m. Mountain Time.
Thanks, man.
For the Daily Tech News Show Live. It's going to be a good one today. I got a cool topic. You guys want to talk about whether gamers are happy about AI or not?
Yeah. Apparently they aren't.
I don't think they are.
What a surprise.
Yeah, they might be the one industry that can't get away with just jamming it into everything, and we'll talk about why that might be. Anyway, all that and more coming up. Tom Merritt, thank you so much. Ace Detect everywhere you want to find him. We'll see you next time. Bye. He decided not to say bye at the end.
Yeah, I know. Or just the delay, the lag made it so he said it and we didn't hear it.
I don't think
or
so.
the lack of lag. I mean, we got him out so quickly that he didn't say anything.
Sure. Okay, we got to get the people in here. The other people.
Yes. By the way, the other people will just be the person. Randy got called into a meeting.
Oh,
so
all right.
I can do 2 if you want me to do 2. I've got 2 prepared.
It's fine with me. That would give us 4 total because Nicole's doing 2 as well.
I was going to say, if you had something ready to go in the chamber, then I could.
I do have something, but if you have something more ready than me, I'm always willing to step aside.
Okay.
So
cool.
If you've got something, let's do it.
Sounds good.
All right, let me pull Nicole in. We're going to give her link, and again, meant to do that before while I was talking to Tom. I'll get used to doing that. Workflow changes. Sometimes they mess you up. Oh, do you have a clip for the other one? I guess that'll go in the thing.
Oh, I can find one, sure. Although, yeah.
I have one prepped for mine if you'd rather.
If you have a
do it.
clip prep for yours, then yeah, just let me know what it is and I'll
Okay.
Yeah, you can put it in chat or I can just figure it out and get it into quicktms.li.
I'll stick it in there right now. We're going to make life easy. Let's see.
Cool. And my other recommendation is one I've already talked about on the show, which is The Devil's Plan Season 2, which if there's no other reason to watch this thing, and they're really, the people are nice. They feel bad when they I don't even want to say screw somebody over, but when they do something that results in another player's elimination, even very inadvertently, they feel bad, and they feel really bad. This is a Korean competition, but what's really cool about this are the games themselves. The really clever. Did you put it? Oh, right there. Okay. In our chat.
Yeah.
The really clever games that they have to play, which are not like your endurance competitions like you see on on other shows. It's more like actual board games that are really, really cool.
That's awesome. Does it give you inspiration, like some cool new ideas?
Not necessarily for games for like Taskmaster or Taskville or for Frog Pants All Stars, but it gives me ideas for actual, derivatives of these, or it gives me ideas for board games that would not be a ripoff. That would be like, oh yeah, there's like that influences this idea of this other game that I can put together.
Yeah, that's great. I know that sort of stuff lands on you different than the rest of us.
I really like it. Yeah, and I really like the fact that it's this is a great time killer until Nicole gets on, but it's cool watching these really brilliant Mensa people and PhD who also happen to be YouTubers or also happen to be members of K-pop groups or whatever. Justin Lim, who is in Beef, is a contestant as well.
I didn't know that. That's
really
great.
Cool. Yeah, it's a really good show. And if you don't mind the subtitles, I recommend the subtitles. But I hear the dub is also really good.
All right, very nice.
Yeah.
All right, Nicole has been. I've texted her, DM'd her,
cool.
and put it in our group DM. So she has had all three. She's had a three-way.
She'll find it. Oh, geez.
She's had a three-way of data information today. And if that's not enough to get in here, I don't know what else is. You know what I mean? Like if you can't get 3 links and not click one of them,
exactly,
then our chances of getting her seem very low.
And Monica, this is this happens this first time because we're dealing with new technology for folks, but keep in mind this is not going to be an every week thing.
No, this is easy.
This new thing really changes the dynamic of waiting for people. It's like, well, it does today, yes, and did Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, but we have the same problem with Discord. It's never easy.
Yep, exactly.
Nicole, hi, you there?
Am I here?
You are here. Hi.
We hear you. So
how are you?
How do I sound?
You sound great.
You sound great.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You sound fantastic.
I got my headphones on.
Yeah.
Nice.
Are you out somewhere? Or are you at home? Yeah.
I'm at home.
Oh, you're at home.
Kids.
Okay. It was such a pregnant pause. I was worried.
Exactly. We thought, oh my gosh, what's going on?
Yeah.
That was me going, do I say I'm in hell or do I say I'm in hell?
Oh, geez.
Well, I hope you're not in hell. The demons, keep the demons at bay.
It's just, I want to go to work.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
And when school ends, parents will get this. There's like this weird limbo of time between when school ends and when the camps start.
Yeah. Sure.
So, like.
Oh, hello.
That wasn't me.
No, wasn't me
I
either.
didn't do it.
Yeah, wasn't me either. I think she hit mute on her face.
We still don't hear you, Nicole. I don't know if you hear us, but
there she is. Hi.
Oh, weird. So my screensaver went on and it killed the connection.
Oh, we can't have that. What, your screensaver's a quick one. Holy crap.
Oh.
Well, because
do you really need to save your screen these days?
Well, because it was, so I had it set for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I guess I just need to keep tapping my screen so it doesn't go into that mode.
What do you have? Wait, it's set for 5 minutes, but it's
no, it's set for 1 minute because my battery life was like after this last Apple update, I wasn't even getting until 5 o'clock and I was dead.
Damn.
And
jeez.
So I had to turn off like Siri intelligence and like I went through this whole thing.
How old is it? Your phone?
15. I think I have a 15 Pro.
Oh, it shouldn't be running out. You may have a battery might be taking a dump. Who knows? But yeah.
I don't know. But that's why I said it. Oh, I see. It's funny because I'm looking at this new system. It will peak red. That means I'm too loud, right?
You're totally fine. Don't stress because I control it on this end, so you're all good.
Yeah.
So I could scream Mark and.
Oh yeah.
You want? Yep. We've
let it rip.
Control the vertical and the horizontal. So
he's not here, so I can't.
Mark's not here, man. Well, awesome. Let's get to some recommendals. I've got a little thing I forgot to play.
Well, what do you recommend?
Not that it matters that much, but we are going to play the music anyway and talk about things we think are cool on streaming services and recommend them to you fine people at home. Randy's out last minute because of a meeting, but you have the three of us, and a total of 4 recommendals, which is kind of fun. Just like all 4 of us are here. Exactly. We're going to do as tradition dictates and start with Brian. Brian, we got a clip here. What do you want to say about it?
This is a film, and this scene features somebody trying to get somebody else to eat some pie.
Oh, goodness. Here we go.
So good. I can't. I'm sorry. I just can't have any pie.
What do you mean you can't?
Okay. I have a genetic disorder.
Oh.
It's called CIPA, congenital insensitivity to pain with anhidrosis. It affects my nervous system. And it basically makes it so I can't feel pain or hot or cold. And that's why I can't have the pie or any solid food, really, because unknowingly, I could bite my tongue off.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You're a superhero.
No, yeah. Sure. Yeah, I have the power to step on a nail and not know until my shoe fills up with blood.
Right.
Yeah.
Didn't think about that.
True story, by the way. We were at the aquarium. My mom fainted.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Gee.
Sounds like Jack Quaid to me. What's going on
It
there?
is Jack Quaid talking to Amber Midthunder about his inability to feel pain. A real thing, by the way. Congenital insensitivity to pain or congenital analgesia is actually a real thing. So not just made up for this movie called Novocaine. Okay. Jack Quaid, as you heard, Amber Midthunder, Ray Nicholson, Betty Gabriel, Matt Walsh, Jacob Balaton. You know the first name I said there.
Quaid, Dennis Quaid's
Jack Quaid.
son.
That's exactly
from
right.
The Boys.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's great. I just watched Companion, and he was fantastic in
Oh,
that.
he was great, and what a dick he was in that.
Oh, my gosh.
Amber Midthunder, you'll know from Prey, from the that Predator prequel.
She's awesome in that.
She is great. Yeah, she's been in a bunch of different things, and she's always really, really good.
Love the
she's
name.
got kind of an Olivia Rodrigo kind of thing.
Oh, for sure. And she's got this,
Yeah.
that name is so badass, dude.
Amber Midthunder, yeah, she's part of the Sioux tribe, I think is what I saw.
I think it's
So-
Sue. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's great.
Anyway, so yeah, you got this guy, Nathan Kane, works at a bank, can't feel pain. I'm not going to rhyme the whole time, by the way.
You don't want to rhyme the whole time?
I
That's a
was
shame.
accidentally, I guess that'll be the last one right there. And very early in the film, the bank gets robbed, and Amber Midthunder's character gets taken away, and he's got to go and save her. And so that is what the crux of the film is his using his abilities, his superpower, and not that he's trained or anything, so it's kind of accidental stuff to go and rescue Amber Midthunder. But this is great. This is such a fun movie. Now, I want to warn you, there's a lot of body horror in this thing because you've got a character that doesn't feel the body horror that he's experiencing. Very gory, very violent. Along the lines, I'd say if there was another recent movie, oh yeah, right, that guy you just pulled up, Jacob Balaton, that's Peter Parker's buddy from the Spider-Man
I was going to
movies.
say, when I looked at the image, it looked familiar, and then I saw him smile in these photos, and I'm like, oh yeah, Peter Parker's
very
bud.
different without hair, by the way.
Yeah. There he is hanging out with them for some shoot. Anyway, that's cool.
Very similar. Like the first movie that came to mind with this was Nobody. That the movie with Bob Odenkirk from last year, or the year before that.
Oh, not Mr. Nobody.
No,
because that's a great movie. But
Yep.
Nobody.
Plain old Nobody, which has a sequel coming out this
Better
year.
Call Sal guy.
Yes, Better Call Sal.
Yeah, Better Call Sal.
Yes. Yes.
You guys know the Better Call Sal show that was a huge hit.
Love the Better Call Sal. You know.
Oh my gosh, that's
from
awesome.
Breaking Poorly. Yes. Such a great character.
Yeah. By the way, that was 2021, if you can believe it.
Oh my gosh, that long ago? I would have said 2023.
I would have too. I would have said, like
Wow.
you said last year or so, and I thought, yeah, of course, it was like early 2024.
Yeah.
No, it's old as
Wow.
shit. Well, Whatever.
Yeah.
2020 and on is all messed up in my head.
It's all a blur. Yeah, exactly. So what else? Let's see. Not for the kids, but for everybody else, especially if it's not the level of violence of like a John Wick. It's probably like a 6 on the Wick scale or a 7 on the Wick scale. But
oh my gosh, we got a Wick scale.
Yeah, I like the Wick scale.
Yes, absolutely.
Can I confess something?
Yeah,
sure.
I've never seen any of the John Wick movies.
Oh, we need to fix that.
I've
What are
only
we
seen
doing?
2 of them, so
I've been wanting. I need to. Now that I'm starting to be able to tolerate watching Screams again,
Yeah.
as per my recommendations this week.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get back into feeling my normal self, and I'm like, oh, I want to watch that. Oh, I want to watch that.
Cool.
I haven't felt that in a long time.
No, that's
So,
great. Look, a Wick binge would be so much fun. I would love to do that.
The problem with me with Wick is that I like the movies. Tina doesn't. So she's not big on that level of violence. She's okay with a 7 on the Wick scale, but not with a full Wick, for a full 100% Wick.
Yeah, full
on the
10 Wick.
scale. She's already told me
Oh
that
my
I'm singing
God.
Ballerina on my own if I want to see it. which I
Oh,
do.
that's right, and it's getting good reviews too.
Yeah. So I'm gonna catch up with all the Wicks I've missed before that movie comes out, and then
I think it needs to. We have a permanent Wick scale.
Yeah.
we'll use it for sure.
Yeah,
we need a
yeah,
gore scale too, but we'll figure that one out. Yes, my Monica's
Like
ears
Saw,
just perked
maybe.
up.
Oh, Monica could totally help us on that.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the gore scale.
What the gore scale? This would get probably an 8 on the body horror scale. On the Saw scale, it would be the definition on this one too. Anyway, it's really good. It's on Paramount Plus, or I'm sorry, Paramount Positive, and highly worth checking out. We both this was good enough for Tina. She enjoyed it. There was one scene where she did have to look away, but that's about it. So
this director we know from, let's see, Significant
Dan
Other,
Burke or Robert Olson. There's a 2. It's
a
listed
double
as
up.
2 directors. Yeah, Stakeland, Villain, Significant Other, Body. None of which I'm familiar with.
Yeah, I don't know any of these.
It feels like Quaid likes gory movies, because if you've never seen The Boys,
Yeah.
the very first scene with him.
Oh, for sure. And even Companion has a fair amount, not a ton of gore in it, but it's got some.
Yeah, and his dad was in The Substance with his gross mouth noises.
It's like the only thing you'll ever be able to think of. His inner space work so far out of purview now because of the close-up shrimp chewing scene in Substance.
So great. But Jack Quaid has this great ability to straddle nerd and shocking, and I think he's got
Sexy.
he has an amazing. He's a good looking
I think
dude
he's
too.
sexy.
He's also a huge
Yeah.
nerd, and I love how nerdy he is. I follow him on Instagram, and it's always like D&D shit and video games, and
Oh, that's cool. He seems like it.
The whole reason his dad ended up doing the G.I. Joe movie was because a young Jack Quaid was his favorite thing. He's like, Dad, you have to do it.
That's right. Yeah, right. We talked about that.
I love that
Much
stuff. It's great.
He's super cool. He even plays a video game in this movie, and I don't recognize it, but I'm sure somebody out there will if it's not something that was created specifically for the film. But it's again, it's called Novocaine. It's on Paramount Positive, and it is
Why do you
worth
keep
watching.
calling it Paramount Positive?
It's a good joke. That's why.
Oh, it's a joke.
We got
I
Disney
thought-
Positive.
I
We've
thought
got
We got Peacock. We got Peacock.
Peacock.
Yeah. We got Free Cock. I don't have it anymore, but we used to have it.
we have a Guild Positive.
What?
Guild Positive? The Wood Whisperer? Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
See, there you go. Yeah.
See?
We
The
should
Wood
do
Whisperer Guild
TMS
Positive.
Plus, TMS Positive. We should figure out a way.
We need to figure out a way. Yes.
All right. Well done. I'm going to do mine next so that we can roll Nicole's directly into each other, and that'll just make sense space-wise.
Yep.
So I'm going to start with this clip. This is a clip from an old-ass movie that I ended up really enjoying. And I'm a little surprised I liked it so much because I thought this was going to kind of suck. I'll be honest. I started it thinking, this is old. It's probably not my jam. I also don't like comedy set in this world. I ended up really liking it. So anyway, here's the clip.
Ain't bad enough that I had to be dragged out of that saloon in front of all my friends.
Oh, I doubt if you have all that many friends that you need to be upset, Joe.
But then they have to sit there in that lousy cell. Laura's gonna skin me alive for getting caught.
He won't mind you murdering that man. He just doesn't like for you to get caught, huh?
I didn't murder anybody. That was self-defense. It was him or me.
Well, we let the judge decide that. We do have a judge around here, don't we?
We never needed one till you come to town and ruined everything.
Spoiled all your fun, huh, Joe?
You say that again.
Ruined everything. Anyway, this is the film Support Your Local Sheriff, and it is from 1969, literally the year I was born, so I have zero connection to this other than that's the year it came out. I'm a big James Garner fan, and I love, Maverick, the old Maverick show. I even like the movie, and he made an appearance in there as Maverick's dad. I loved the show The Rockford Files, this sort of stuff. So I was just kind of in this mood of like, what's going on Tubi? I'm going to look around on Tubi, see what's going on. So I find this thing, which is described as a Old West comedy, which can be tenuous. It doesn't always provide what you want.
Does it have a cowboy that just takes a kid and chucks him into the lake?
Well, that one I can deal with. Although, what is that? What is that from? That's John Wayne, right?
Yeah, that's John Wayne.
Yeah.
What was that movie? I don't know what movie that was.
I watched it with my dad, and I sat there just in utter amazement.
It wasn't.
I watched the scene.
It wasn't
play
True
out.
Grit.
It wasn't
No.
True Grit. It was something else.
It's even older. And then he looks at the woman, and she's like, "Well, I don't know how to swim either," and then she starts running away from him. I'm sure someone in the chat knows.
Somebody will say it. Yeah.
I can't see the chat because as soon as I leave the feed, it goes wonky.
You lose the audio again. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it goes like this. It goes.
It makes you stay on the page. Interesting. Yeah, if you're on your phone, I guess that could be tricky. Well, anyway,
I can't find my laptop.
This thing is very good. It like made me laugh. I found it charming. I found it entertaining. I was never bored in it.
What's it called?
Support your local sheriff.
Yeah, support your local sheriff. Now, technically, there were two of these. There was support your local sheriff,
really?
and then years later, it was support your local gunslinger. I watched both of these to kind of compare the two, and I don't think the gunslinger one's very good. I don't think it's very good. So avoid that one, even though it's got a lot of the same people in it. I think that this one, directed by Burt Kennedy, is quite good. It is... Sorry, Brian's typing, throwing me out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're killing me, Brian.
I'll mute.
I keep hearing it. Anyway, James Garner, Joan Hackett, Walter Brennan. These are all names you know if you know old movies. But the big surprise for me was that Harry Morgan's in this. So, Colonel Potter, basically. And he's kind of Colonel Pottery in this thing.
I don't know who that is.
You know who he is, Colonel Potter. MASH. No, not MASH.
Never saw any MASH.
I've watched a lot of MASH. I have a hard time putting names that I'm not familiar with faces.
Yeah.
So show me his face, then I go, yes, I know who that is.
Yeah, I'll bet if I put a picture of Harry Morgan in there, you'd go, of course, that's Harry Morgan.
Yes. Yeah.
He's great in it. He plays the town mayor, and he's very, very funny. The voice you heard along with James Garner earlier was an outlaw named Joe Danby, played by Bruce Dern, a very young Bruce Dern.
Did not recognize. You'd think we'd recognize his voice because Bruce Dern has a very recognizable voice.
Oh, big time. And he's very, very young in this. He's probably in his 20s or something. So that's a little bit weird. Anyway, I really had a great time with it. I was so surprised that this was so much fun to watch. The only real beef I had was the music sucked.
And commercials.
Well, I watched it on my browser and I have that all blocked, so I don't ever get them. But
you lucky! Oh, I got to do that.
Yeah, do that. It's easy. It just blocks them. So I run it on. I think Brave is where I watched it. And the Brave browser automatically blocks ads, so it was pretty awesome.
I've never heard of this browser.
It makes Tubi like 1 billion times better than it
and then we're going to put Tubi out of business.
That's right. We're never going to hear one of your ads ever, Tubi. But anyway, I found some. See, I actually captured some of that music. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Where did I put?
Did anybody guess the John Wayne movie in the chat?
Nobody's listed it.
Yeah, it looks like you guys. Let's see. I'm trying to see if you've done it. Nope, I don't see it. I don't know what that is.
And I did a search and I couldn't find it, but
I don't know what that is. But anyway, I've seen the GIF a million times. I never know what it's from.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, he's throwing a kid in the water. That seems not nice. Anyway, go see it. It's on Tubi now. So is the sequel if you're into that sort of thing. It's not that the sequel's bad. I just don't think it's as good.
There we go. It's Hondo.
Oh, Hondo.
Hondo. Yeah, that's
Rufus says he did. Oh, there it is right there. Hondo is the John Wayne
Hondo.
movie. I think that's on Prime now, too.
Never seen
Yep.
Hondo.
Watch Hondo just for that scene alone.
I might watch Hondo. I might do it. And I wouldn't be
just
shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if they had it over on Tubi because Tubi's weird, man. They got so much stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, support your local sheriff. Good time, fun time, great for everybody. It's old as hell, but I really enjoyed it. So there you go. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Nicole, you've got two lined up here. Let's start
I
with
do.
which one do you want to do first?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I would even have a third. I was on a roll.
Wow.
I was all about the documentaries this week. So let's start with I don't care. Pick one.
All right. Let's start with this one.
I felt like I could just give this beautiful, incredible gift to kids.
Pee-wee's Playhouse, Pee-wee speaking. Who's this? Hi, Pee-wee! Hi, kids. Guess what? What? I'm having a party, and you're invited. Huh?
They could just jump into the TV and jump into a world that was like really full of beauty and fun.
Hi, Elvis. Hi, Cher.
Hi, Pee-wee! We've got a new member.
I think it was almost like I thought I was inside of a cartoon or something. I don't know why they thought I was an eccentric or would fit in at all. Yeah, you know, a little tiny Paul Giamatti.
Can't wait to watch this. I meant to watch it before today, but
I was
You
hoping
reckon-
to as well, and I just didn't get a chance to.
Did you recognize that voice?
yeah, that's what's her. Oh, she just left my brain. Say it.
She does poker face. And
it's Natasha Lyonne.
Natasha
yeah,
Lyonne.
and she's like decked out in like weird ass sunglasses, and she's like, I don't know why they thought I would fit in. I have a feeling Pee-wee shaped a lot of her too. So she's just a tiny little girl as one of the three kids that go into Pee-wee's Playhouse. So when Pee-wee's Playhouse came out, I think, because I remember vividly, I think I was in 4th grade, and we were waiting for the bus, and we're all talking about Pee-wee's Playhouse. Have you seen Pee-wee's Playhouse? Have you seen Pee-wee's Playhouse? It is the best show. It's the best show. It's the best show. And it was the buzz of the school. And, oh, why does it say repair is on?
Don't ignore that. It's just the way I control stuff. You're good.
Okay. So, I'm sorry. I thought I was doing something wrong.
No, you're good.
So, I have been waiting for this documentary for months. They have been teasing about it. And I was like, when it comes out, I'm putting it on my calendar the day it comes out, and I'm watching it on the day it comes out. It is a 2-part documentary. They basically are one at like an hour and 40 minutes each. And I probably had at least, because Mark was off riding bikes in Colombia, and it was me and the kids and the dogs. And I probably stopped and started this documentary at least 40 times.
Jeez, that's a lot.
because I kept getting interrupted. Mom, I need food. Mom, I need help. Mom, I need this. Mom, dogs want to go out. Like I was like, can I just watch my documentary and cry in peace?
Yeah.
and this is I've asked a few friends, have you watched the documentary? They're like, I don't want to cry. I go, it's worth it. You really need to.
She probably closed her screen again.
Killed by screensaver again.
Yeah, you got a screensaver. You got to tap. You got to tap that. I'd tap that.
Tap that phone.
Tap that shit. She's probably figuring it out. She's wrestling with it. She will now tap her phone, and she will be back. Nope. So far, nothing. So far.
Oh,
a little bit of
Nicole.
nothing. Nicole, do we lose you? She maybe got a call. That'll happen.
Oh, it could be too. Yeah.
Yeah, if you get a call, it'll interrupt
Could have
everything.
cheek muted or who knows what.
Yeah, that'll happen with anything we use. So if
Yeah.
that happens, she's talking now to a pediatrician, and they're saying your daughter's fine. Let us know. Or it's Mark. Mark saying, "Hey, there's
That's
a bunch
right.
of wood I gotta have whispered, and I forgot before I left."
I can, I'll talk really quickly about something else. We had to finish watching the Handmaid's Tale as well. The final season, final episode premiered Monday night, so I had to. We had to watch that to wrap everything up, and so
Been trying really hard not to be spoiled. Not that you'll spoil it, but I've been avoiding stuff online because I have a feeling that thing it will either end. There's no way it ends happy, right? It's Handmaid's Tale.
I'm not going to spoil it. You've just said yourself that you'd hate it for somebody to spoil it, so I'm certainly not going to be the person who does that.
Yeah. Oh, hi.
Yeah,
Hi, Nicole.
I'm just talking my ass off. And
no.
And I don't even know where the stupid phone. I don't like the system, by the way.
It's easy. You just have to keep your phone from going to sleep, or talk on a regular microphone like a normal person.
I don't have a normal microphone. How do I?
You got to find your laptop.
Yeah, where's your laptop? Wait, you're missing your laptop? That doesn't seem good.
I don't. It's around here somewhere.
I would hope so. Damn.
I just.
Siri,
I'm sorry.
find my devices. Oops.
I'm so sorry. What was the last thing I said?
You said you think he shaped all these kids into being big time actors, or they were a big part of their childhood because they're all.
Yeah. Well, you get to see kind of his growth from his childhood to the Groundlings, and Elvira was one of the original.
Yeah. No, Cassandra Peterson and Paul Rubens were big time collaborators early on. I think. Wasn't she? Yeah. Well, and we got him on Playhouse, but I think we got Cassandra Peterson in that weird one-off special, 1 hour special that he did with the mirror shoes, where he was looking up Miss Yvonne's dress with the mirrors on his shoes.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. She was also in the first movie. She was in the bar. She was like, "Let me have him first," and then I say we let him go. Yeah. That was Elvira without her Elvira makeup.
So basically, what I said was the first part of it. I'm going to keep tapping my phone.
Okay.
But the first part of it is his growth from being a kid to understanding himself as a person. He was an openly gay man initially and was in a very committed relationship. And then his father was basically, "Are you going to try to do something with your career because you're just playing house right now?" And that ended that relationship, and he went back in the closet when he moved to LA and joined the Groundlings and started playing with these different types of character art. And Pee-wee just kind of stuck. And he sacrificed himself as a person, as Paul Rubens, to be Pee-wee for people. And it is a story of that. It's sad. I cried.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I cried.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it seems like it's going to have so much stuff like that.
Also, didn't he record a bunch of stuff for this documentary right before his death or something? Like,
yeah.
Did he really? Wow.
So
like a day before or something? It was like crazy.
Did you hear who the director is? His name is Matt Wolf.
Yeah.
And they were at odds the entire time because Paul Rubens has been in so much control of his own career that it's very, very hard for him it was really hard for him to do the documentary. Sure. And the Matt Wolf didn't even know he was dying.
Oh, yeah. I heard something about that, how he wasn't telling anyone that he was.
Yeah. No one knew.
Yeah.
No one knew.
Crazy.
Well, certain people knew, of course. And I just encourage you to, if Pee-wee or Paul Rubens, whether it was through Buffy the Vampire Slayer or Blow or any of those movies, like he really
Batman Returns, or which of the second one?
He was the penguin. He was the penguin's father.
Yeah.
So I'm just impressed with him. I love him for Pee-wee's Playhouse. I will always love him for Pee-wee's Playhouse. And the stuff that was done to him to kind of try to discredit him, I'll just say it pissed me off.
Did they get into the whole nudie theater thing and that? Yeah.
Yep. They go into that. They go into the more controversial one that happened in 2002. He was a collector.
Vintage.
Him and Jeffrey, what's his name?
Well, see, you'll get the story, but I'll tell you this. Jeffrey was looking to bring anybody he could down with him so he could get a lesser sentence. And Pee-wee just had a museum full of old magazines and just kitschy stuff that once they went through it, there was stuff that had never even been opened. He would probably buy lots of stuff. And it only came down to one magazine where it was questionable the age of the person on the magazine. And he took the lesser charge because he just wanted it over. And that's what's really crappy about that. So watch it. Use your own, opinion. But I think he was done dirty, in my opinion. Even when I was a kid and the thing came out about the movie theater, I was like, I don't care. I want to watch Pee-wee's Playhouse. And they took it off the air. I was like, no.
They canceled the show around it. Yeah. You know what's it's funny. You mentioned the whole thing where he became Pee-wee and that was just it. He felt like he had to be Pee-wee forever. You even referred to him as Pee-wee.
I know.
In the context. It must be really hard to take that costume off.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Wild.
Well, and he goes through that, and he has a star on the Walk of Fame. It's not Paul Rubens. It's Pee-wee Herman. And so I hope from this documentary because how you get a star on the Walk of Fame is you have to have you have a campaign of people that sign and petition for that artist to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So I hope Paul Rubens gets a star finally, because he's one of my favorite people. And I shared when he passed away, Mark paid him to do a cameo for me on Mother's Day.
Aww.
Oh, wow.
And it is almost 10 minutes long.
Jeez.
Wow.
And I posted it on my Instagram, but I cut out the first part because he sings to me Boys to Men, the Mama song. It is the best thing. And I'm like, how long is this going to go?
That's great.
I'm watching this and I'm just like, he just was a good person. And
yeah.
Go to my Instagram, Nicole Spag, and look for the Pee-wee video. It's I think I cut 2 minutes out because I think he sings to me for about 2 minutes.
Aww.
Very uncomfortably.
That's cute.
And then he gets into he references, he goes, says something about, big butt. He goes, I know you know what I mean.
Yeah. Sure. He was I still think his Spleen and Mystery Men was one of my favorite things he ever did.
That was great. Forgot about that too.
Great role. And that felt like one that had come right around the controversial time. Like it was oh, thank goodness. He's not completely, we didn't cancel him, as we would say today, completely for being in a movie theater.
People wouldn't, he went on MTV.
Yeah.
Right after the controversy.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys hear any good jokes lately?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Like really owned, kind of owned up to, or at least played off of it.
Wasn't it up to, wasn't that on it was like an award, like the MTV Music Awards or something, right?
Yeah, it was the MTV Music Awards.
Yeah.
So again, just watch the documentary. I think Matt Wolf did an amazing job, even though Paul Rubens was very very hesitant into doing the documentary. And
I don't know. I don't know if it means anything, but he didn't get credit on IMDb in the director for the film. There's no director's credit.
Really?
I don't know if that means anything
Really?
or not. I don't know if it means that it's like an official falling out and his name's stripped from the thing or not. But
he's all over the documentary itself.
yeah, I don't know why they did that. If
Mm-hmm.
you just look at the normal
Weird.
summary, there's no director listed. It just says who's starring
Well,
in it.
and Pee Wee even said, he's like, of the 7 documentaries you've done, I've liked one of them.
Jeez. That's in the thing. That's in the film.
It's kind of harsh.
Wow.
But I don't know. But here's the thing about Paul Rubens, and he does this throughout the whole documentary, where he's like, "Am I serious? Oh no, I'm serious, or am I? Or am I?" Like
that fits his persona for sure.
It's it's just really cool to see how him as an actor and the people around him that he affected. It was kind of sad to see someone like, darn it.
Someone like Darn It?
James Darnett?
James Darnett.
No, the SNL thing. What's the Captain Carl?
Oh,
Phil Hartman. Phil Hartman.
Oh, Phil Hartman.
Okay.
Yeah, because they were in Groundlings together, right?
Yes. So it was kind of sad to see Phil Hartman kind of throw him under the bus. And there was
I didn't realize
a number.
he did. Okay. Wow.
There was a number of them that did. And I don't know.
Tim Burton in this thing? Do we get Tim Burton?
Yes, we definitely do get Tim Burton.
Sweet. And James Darnett in the same film. Jeez.
And James Darnett. A rare cameo appearance by James Darnett.
I know. He doesn't, that guy, he keeps to himself. He doesn't.
And they talk about the failure of Big Talk Pee Wee. They talk about. Did you ever watch the Big Pee Wee's Big Holiday on Netflix?
I have seen them all.
The more recent one, yeah.
Yeah. They talk about that. They talk about Missy Vaughn. They interview Missy Vaughn quite a bit.
Oh, good. Yeah.
I love her.
That's another longtime collaborator of his.
What's David Arquette doing on here? Was he a kid back then or something?
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, right. I forgot he was in that.
Oh no, you stabbed me. Yeah.
Was he? That's the character he was on What We Do in the Shadows. That was him doing that again, right? Wasn't that kind of the idea?
Yes.
Was it? That's great if it was. Okay,
that's exactly
brilliant.
what it was.
He's only he's credited as a character named Paul, but I think it's supposed to be that vampire.
It is.
And the idea was that Paul
Blade
Rubens was an actual vampire or whatever.
Yeah. They brought in all the, they brought in vampires from True Blood. They brought vampires in from
Wesley Snipes was there, all that stuff.
on a video.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was one of my favorite episodes ever. So good.
So Nicole,
anyway,
where's this? This is streaming Max, is that right?
HBO Max.
HBO Max. Oh yes, right. It's a whole new service, HBO Max.
Yeah, have you heard of that one? It's really familiar for some reason, but yeah, we're back to it.
Yeah, HBO Max.
Awesome. You want me to play? So you would give this a high, big high watermark thumbs up for me.
Big. Please watch. Even if you think you're gonna cry, it's okay. They're there.
And watch it in 40 parts, 40 different sessions, and you'll get through the whole thing.
Eventually you'll get through. I like that they broke it up into 2 parts because it's over 3 hours long.
Sure.
Sure.
Excellent.
But yeah, there you go.
All right.
High
Number 2.
recommendation.
Here is another documentary. It turns out
This is very, very short. Less than an hour.
Yeah, it's a very short documentary, but it seems really interesting.
Featurette kind of thing.
Yeah, it sounds like I don't know, I guess those are featurettes, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I guess
documentary featurette.
Whatever a documentary novella, I guess short documentary.
Those are the ones that get Oscar nominations in the documentary short subject category if it's less than an hour and a half.
Oh, there you go.
And I could see this getting a nomination.
Oh, cool.
Nomination.
Cool.
All right.
Nomination.
Here's your clip. Let's check it out.
This environment is a jungle. All the other guys don't even have a clue how we feel up here.
They call them sharps. We're a little community within a big community. Organized chaos is the easiest way to describe that room.
I let my demon out a few times in prison,
and I'm not proud of it.
This sounds great. Sounds prison-y.
Yeah.
It is very prison-y. In fact, it is a maximum security prison right here in Missouri. They have Missouri's in the South. I'm in Missouri.
Fair enough. Southern Missouri, sure, whatever.
That's exactly what happened. Once you go south, like Springfield, it's Missouri. If you're north, it's Missouri.
Sure. Bunch of Yankees up there. Jeez.
Right.
All right.
So this is a documentary on Netflix called The Quilters. And it follows a group of guys in, like I said, a maximum security prison. And they have a special program where they make quilts for foster children and for autistic. Oh, God. I really.
Tapping that phone, tap that ass. No, you're good. You did it right away. You did it right away, so you're good.
I caught it.
Yeah,
you caught it.
I'm just looking at my phone.
Yeah, you're totally fine. You're
so
all good.
you caught that who they make the quilts for.
Autistic
right?
kids and special needs and all that. Yep.
And not just special, but foster kids without homes, that are in situations where it's very unknown. So it follows this group of men, and again, it's not really about the men per se. It's about the program and what they gain from it. And like one of the wardens said, you have lifers in here, and you can't have any marks on your record or you get kicked out of the program.
Yeah.
And the sharps are if you're a quilter, and hey, guess what? I'm a quilter. So I was like, this is really kind of cool. They make some beautiful quilts. Beautiful.
That was going to be my question. Are the quilts, not that it matters or needs to be, because the point of it isn't necessarily to make the world's best quilts, but these are nice. They're doing like good quilts.
It's right. Like
they're beautiful.
Okay.
That's cool.
That is cool.
And it's all donated material. So they have a guy who is basically in charge of knowing what kind of inventory they have. And they try to, like a girl, like one of the guys is like, I'm really into butterflies. I love making butterfly quilts. And so he had a young girl that had requested a quilt with butterflies in it. So he was all about it. And then you have another guy where the quilt was supposed to be like a tie-dye kind of hippie quilt.
Yeah.
And so he's into, and so some of the quilts, most of the quilts, amazing. And you have one main guy that's kind of teaching them all. And there's a new guy that comes in and he's learning and helping. And it just gives them purpose. And one of the guys even said, when I'm here, I'm out. And they talk about like what some of their crimes are. And
do you have like hardcore like murderer type folks in there?
It's a maximum secure. Wow. Like one of the guys, like, I took a life. I deserve to be here. I wish though I had the emotional maturity that I have now then.
Yeah.
Because I would have made a totally different decision. So, it's great. It's like I said, it's like 60 minutes long, on Netflix, worth a watch, especially if you are a crafter or quilter. It's beautiful to see grown men, they're hard men, like fussing about a point in a quilt. Like I gotta, because I've done this before.
No, it should be an overstitch, not an understitch.
Or you sew it on the wrong way, and you have to rip the seam. And I have done that so many times where it's just like, I know what a pain in the ass that is when you're watching these guys like having to, rip a quilt apart. Because,
I'll bet September would really, really like this thing. I don't see her in the chat, but I'll bet she's all up in
earlier.
Highly,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just wanted to recommend it. I could see this being an Oscar nomination. Easy.
That'd be great.
So-
I definitely want to see it. You said Netflix, right?
It's Netflix. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Easy watch.
There's no
Not hard.
Excellent.
There's no plus or max or anything on Netflix.
No,
unfortunately.
just no, it's not positive. Netflix
I'm sure-
negative.
Netflix negative. Negative flicks. How about that?
Give them time. They'll do something. That,
Yeah, there'll be sure at some point a Netflix Plus or something.
I mean, they have their ad-free thing, but I don't think they change the name. They just say
They don't.
No.
pay for it. Maybe,
Thankfully.
maybe they're the smart ones. I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, awesome. These both sound great. I love a good documentary, and definitely going to watch the Pee Wee one 100%. And this other one, I didn't even know about. I'll be watching that too. So,
Yeah.
there you go.
Very cool.
Find all these at quicktms.li. Brian's put them all up there for your perusal. And
correct.
Randy had a good one too, but we'll hold his for next week.
Yeah.
Assuming he comes back to it. You never know. Nicole, I hope you have a fantastic day and that you can
Thank
watch
you.
things in one session instead of 40. 40's a lot.
Well,
Just put a big bowl of food out for the kids like they're a dog.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, do that. Good luck to you.
Lock the door. Yep.
All right, that is it for today's show. I had a couple emails, but I'm going to save them for tomorrow.
Okay.
Because we
Sounds
have
good.
gone very long today.
Yeah.
So watch for those. We'll bring those in tomorrow. So Les, if you're out there listening in Cali Sky, I'm holding your emails till tomorrow, so don't stress.
It'll be tomorrow.
That's right. Regular stuff tomorrow too. Wendy, I believe.
Cool.
Your usual Thursday nonsense, and who knows what else could happen? You don't know. I don't know.
Always surprises here on TMS. You never know.
No, you never know.
What might happen?
Are you?
I might even
Yeah.
slip in a well actually that came in because it's worth talking about. I don't want to wait a whole week and a half to do the well actually. For,
Absolutely.
For this item.
Is it a long one? Or we can do it now and
No,
swap
it's a
it in?
super short one. You want it now?
Let's do it now. What do we got? Let's correct ourselves.
According to the actual owners and proprietors and founders of the coffee shop known as Dutch Bros, it is Dutch Bros, not an abbreviation for Dutch Brothers. There's no period at the end of Bros, so it was always intended to be Dutch Bros.
I hate that.
kind of do too.
It makes you want to burn something. Gosh dang it.
Exactly. Yeah. It feels like when the dictionary let supposedly in as a word just because enough people got it wrong.
That was a dark day. Very dark day in human history.
It was. It absolutely was.
Oh, man.
So, yeah. So it's Dutch Bros and big things to the person that corrected me on that was a person by the name of Bytor. Bytor. So, yes.
Are we going to
he
let
says-
a He-Man ass-sounding villain tell us what to do? Bytor.
Well, specifically, I mean, as soon as I saw that, I found the link of the video where Dutch Bros reply to a news station with it's pronounced Dutch Bros, not Dutch Brothers.
I don't
Apparently, every time I say Dutch Brothers, his daughter wants to punch the Bluetooth speaker.
It's the opposite for me. I want to punch the other way.
With Bros. Yeah. I actually said, I'm going to keep saying Dutch Brothers, but send me your address and I'll send you a replacement Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah, that's the least we can do.
Yes,
what a
exactly.
joke, man.
So,
I have a quick recommendation.
I'm still going to say Super Smash Brothers. You can't make me change that.
No, because that is correct the way we're doing
Yes.
it there. And you all are wrong on that. Just because Dutch Bros decided to screw with it.
Right, exactly.
I'm going to go to a Dutch Bros soon to get one of those sugar-free things you got because I want to try it.
Sure. Yeah. Make sure you go to the one on 110th St.
Yeah.
Where it intersects with Mayfair, just south of Main Ave.
Yeah, there you go. I'll go find it. Yeah, see, you guys understand what we're doing here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pronouncing other abbreviations like they're the real word.
Yeah. Do you guys live on a bulved or a
bulved? That's what I should have used, or a sir.
Bulved. I got a recommendation to make. All over TikTok, if you're hanging out on there, they have these ads for this orange-looking thing that's supposed to keep dogs from barking.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of a.
What do you do? Shine it in their face?
You don't even. Well, it does have
looks like an Orelco on one end.
It does have a light, but that's just for light stuff. It blinks too, so it's like a hazard light. But it's it also has a little beep sound.
Oh yeah.
For like I don't know what for. But then on the top there's the thing that gets to dogs, and the Norelco side. You're right, it does. Or it looks like the back of an iPhone, like the cameras.
Yeah, right. The 3 cameras. Sure.
I guess it's almost exactly the same. Actually, it's funny.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
wow, no kidding.
This thing is so good. It does exactly what they tell you it will do, which is shut your dogs up or anyone else's dogs. If they're 60 feet away and they won't stop barking, just tap this little, I don't know if this thing will pick it up and your dogs are all freaked out or not, but you just go like that.
Oh, I hear that.
Yeah, just like makes a little, like, I don't hear a high-pitched anything, but I hear a little, like, grindy sound.
Yeah, right. It sounds like a little grinder, yeah.
Like a coffee grinder almost. Anyway, this is probably making my dogs lose it right now and shut up because they go silent. So twice during the show today, I hear them going, because there's like a siren or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And all I had to do was go, one little
and that
zap.
made them stop all the way
dead
down
in their
here.
Tracks, dead
wow.
In their tracks. So anyway, big recommendation. USB-C
Wow, no
charger
kidding.
on that thing. Super easy. It's like $12 or something. It's awesome. I got it on Amazon, but I saw all the ads on TikTok. And I almost
Very
threw it.
cool.
I almost threw it and broke it just now. So
You'd be the second thing you've dropped during the show today.
I'm feeling very sloppy with the arms. I don't know why. Anyway, that's it for the show. Thanks everybody for listening. Frogpants.com/TMS for all your needs. There's one need yet unfulfilled, and it is playing a song at the end of this episode, Brian.
Oh, I will fulfill that need right now. Jeff M., a.k.a. Mouse Divided in the chat, said, Hola, simpatico and bueno. I've decided to request a song for my 45th birthday on the 27th. This song is also a cover and one I've had on repeat for the last 6 months. Even though I'm a white dude from Oregon, I have a fondness for Mexican culture, and Coco is one of my favorite Disney movies. When I heard this rendition of Remember Me by Mayday Parade, I couldn't get enough of it. Thanks so much for the show. Brian, feel free to talk about this whole album because it's freaking great. Newfound Glory singing Little Mermaid is something I never realized I needed. Yeah, this is a Disney album that came out last year called A Whole New Sound. And it's a bunch of, as it sounds from my description, it's a cover album of Disney songs. A lot more modern stuff than we've had with previous Disney cover albums. So you're going to get your Can You Feel the Love Tonight and Surface Pressure, You'll Be in My Heart, Colors of the Wind, as opposed to things like Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo and A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes and stuff like that.
Sure.
So more of your recent Let It Go, things like that, Go the Distance. But bands like Plain White Tees and We the Kings and Magnolia Park, Simple Plan, your emo, your modern punk, your pop punk groups.
Nice.
Anyway, the one that Jeff wanted to hear is Remember Me. It's from Coco. Here's Mayday Parade.
Oh, looks like someone just got their ears caught in the audio cookie jar at frogpants.com.
I am a meat popsicle.